Co-founded in 2008, Practo today is one of the leading healthcare companies in India. Today, we have Shashank, co-founder and CEO of Practo with us. Welcome to MobileSparks, Shashank.
Good morning, Alok.
Congratulations for the recent Series C funding round, $90 million. It's a huge amount. So, what changes with that, and what's the importance of this round for you?
Primarily, there are 2-3 areas which we think this capital will be utilized for. The first one is, of course, we are not a very capital-intensive business. So the priority for us is to make sure that our products and are of top notch. So the biggest investment will go towards building more products, more services, and improving the existing ones that we have. So I think we'll be recruiting a lot of engineers, a lot of product folks on board to help build those kind of products. The second one is to improve the geographic expansion. So today we are in 35 cities in India. We want to expand across India now. We're already in about a couple of countries. We're going to expand that as well. So the geography expansion also excites us, in a big way. The third one is also, we have been very actively doing acquisitions. So this capital will also be used to do more acquisitions going forward.
Shashank, you've always mentioned that Practo has multiple startups within a company, right? So what's the philosophy behind it?
There's a risk that when the company grows big, that the excitement, that the culture, that a small company has as a startup starts, losing out. So the way we have designed Practo is a bunch of, startups inside a startup. So there are a lot of startups that are working independently on their things as smaller ones, and they move really fast with a lot of ownership. That helps us retain our culture, that helps us retain the speed, and that helps us, retain this excitement.
Have you faced some challenges or some of the things which you think could have been worked on?
I mean, there are 3 challenges I can recount. I think being a global company, so Practo is has its presence in half a dozen countries right now. Being in multiple locations, which exposes you to multiple cultures. And so to build a global company is not as trivial as it sounds. The second challenge I would say is probably to, like I mentioned, to retain the culture. Now we have expanded very fast to close to 1,500, 2,000 people. Now how do you ensure that the culture is very, very good? And the third one is to ensure that all these products and all the entire company kind of seamlessly works together under one vision, under one mission. And to align everybody together, those are the internal dynamics that we work on to make sure that the company, when we get more capital, when we add more people, it is multiplicative and not divisive in any way.
And how has healthcare evolved over the time, right, from 2008, what you have observed?
In 2008, I still remember doctors were struggling to even get access to web. Today we're talking about mobile, and that has changed drastically thanks to the mobile phone, 4G, and the entire telecom revolution and the mobile revolution that's happened. That has helped us a lot. Apart from that, I think the consumers as well have started becoming more impatient. So, because you today are exposed to a culture where everything is so convenient, from booking a cab to getting delivery of your food is so convenient, they expect the same service even in healthcare as well, in other industries as well.
And thank you so much for joining us, Shashank.
Thanks a lot.
What is Snapdeal's next vision really in terms of technology?
So I think one big area is, we want to continue to enable our sellers. And, you probably saw a launch of an app called Shoppo that we did to enable small and medium business sellers. So anybody can take a photo and, if they're good enough, they're smart enough to use WhatsApp, they're good enough to sell on Shoppo.
But if I talk about top 3 challenges which you are facing today, what are those challenges and what are the interesting developments which are happening?
So I think I would characterize these as areas of investment which we want to really get into. The amount of data which we receive about whether it is the products which are on sale or the purchases which the users do, we want to use that to give way better experience to each user.